70-30 as if it actually happened. There was no such thing verbally or in the MOU. People came up to platforms and started lying, and a lot of people bought into it. None of them doing investigation, in spite of the fact that we put out the MOU from the foundation. We published it so everybody can read it. So if you can read ABC to Z and you understand English language, then you should have enough sense to understand that there was no such thing. It was a lie concocted by Latisne, so-called Olori Ebi, when he was signing Baba. And because I was against Baba going out to sing at that time, they decided to use that against African TV. And to the glory of God, the song, the recording, has it made Baba the #1 song in the world, or did it bring a backlash to Baba? We were protecting his image and we were protecting the integrity of the family. So 70-30 never existed, and if you repeat it or you say it again, then you're on your own. It means you're not willing to follow the truth. The documents are out there, so if you don't believe my voice, my words, go and Google the document. People have posted it everywhere in the world. And you come back and show me 70-30. Now, that's that. Mama Ese, thank you for saying that African TV has moved on. African TV Foundation for Justice has never stopped. We have never stopped. You were my vice. You were part of it. And there was no time that we say we stopped. We are working. We are operating, looking for justice for Mohbad and justice for Bamishe and justice for Nigerians. We get fresh new cases every day. People are sending us information, and we're processing the ones that we think we need to get involved in, and we don't necessarily have to come on platforms and brag and make noise. Those who know, they know. And if you don't know, take your time to investigate, DM me, and you will know. So we've never left the movement alone. Anything that I have said that may make you feel that we have left the movement, please disregard it. And the only thing that I have said that may sound like that is justice for Mohbad is not about Baba Mohbad. I've listened for several hours today, people making reference to Baba Mohbad, Baba Mohbad, Baba Mohbad, Baba Mohbad. We are contributing to that man's demise, his nightmare, and all these troubles that are befalling the so-called camp. If you really want justice, think Mohbad, think Nigeria, think Africa. I've said this on Paparano's platform in the past. If Mohbad did not have a father, and I'm going to say it 3 times, if Mohbad did not have a father, if Mohbad did not have a father, will you still defend him? If the answer is yes, then you need to channel your energy to alternative ways, bring your resources together to help Mohbad. If you help Mohbad, then you would have succeeded in helping the father. But if you focus primarily on the father, you lose focus on how to get Mohbad justice, because the father is a human being like you and I. The father is in a very precarious situation at this point in his life, with so many people coming with different robust lies and some with good intentions. But the man is, how would I put it? The man is in a very precarious position. He doesn't even know anything about all these legal procedures, and he has a bunch of kids around him misleading, misguiding. And even those kids may have the best of intentions, but what you know, and what you don't know, you just don't know. And if you don't know it, you're gonna let it the hard way. Like my brother VDM, like he says, you're gonna learn the hard way, because you're taking on a job that you don't have the resources, you don't have the skills, you don't have the qualities. You're not a PR management company, you're not a legal expert. Some of them are even throwing legal terms, using it for the wrong purpose. That's part of the confusion that you see on the social media. When people are misquoting situation as questioning with arrest. Every little thing, pick her up, arrest them, pick them up, arrest them. You're using legal terms the wrong way. And legal experts are laughing at you. So if you don't know, sit back. Like this lady just said, I'll give you moral support. Give those groups moral support. And if you belong to a group and the group needs funding, then you will know. You'll be able to ask questions directly in the group. Why do you need 1 naira? What do you want to do with it? How are you going to accomplish it? That way you can hold them accountable. But you're going to send money the way things are going with this GoFundMe, which I'm absolutely 100% gazillion billion times against. And let me tell you my opinion. This GoFundMe is the final fraud, the final cash out for some people trying to dupe your good heart, your good conscience, your morality, your sense of moral support. They are ripping you off and you're saying you want to dip your money in there. It is your money. Do it if you want. But you won't get the support from African Television Foundation to go fund anybody, because Brekete, with all the resources, with all the expertise, with all the experience, is mute on this case. You see, sometimes smart people don't always come out to talk. Smart people don't always rant or run their mouth. They will give you one diplomatic answer because they don't want you to A, misquote them or hold them accountable for a future mistake. Brekete has not done anything that we can hold tangible and say, wow. I'm supporting Brekete. I love the Brekete factor in this movement. But I have come to realize that something is not kosher any longer with the Brekete and the so-called relationship with the Baba Mohbad family. I don't have any concrete information, but my sixth sense, my age and my business experience tells me things aren't the way it's supposed to be with the Brekete factor. Now, that's one point for you to ponder about. You have this guy, Muyiwa. Since Muyiwa started his involvement in the movement, people have been falling out, kicked out, fired, brought up, arguing. Muyiwa has been sort of a messy factor, a mess in the whole movement. Now, confessions are coming out. Revelations are coming out on what happened between African Television and Baba Mohbad that even I don't know. Because my version of what happened with African Television and Baba Mohbad, if I tell you, you just laugh and say, wow, is that real? So I listened to Lady Aries on one platform a day or two ago, making some subliminal apology and how she was coerced to write a letter or draft a letter. But all that is water under the bridge. What the point I'm trying to show you here is with the Muyiwa factor, things have not been right. I've never met Muyiwa and I've really never listened to him except last night on Rhine Whispers. And Muyiwa on Rhine Whispers for the first time with the name AWE. I was disgusted because you came for GoFunding. Now people are funding. You now disband the entire group. And you canceled the... Yeah, can you hold on, please? I'll land in maybe 30 seconds. You know, Muyiwa came up with this GoFunding and all this support. And now, when people are funding, you now say you apologize, you withdraw, and people should go and start individual support. Individual support is what the premise of his conversation was. That the structural group is disbanded, the management group disbanded. Detola came in and started mentioning names that I knew were part of African Television Foundation for Justice. Some of those names were stolen or coerced away from the African Television Foundation for Justice, maybe with good intention or ulterior motives. But the point today is we have lost time, we have lost mileage, a lot of mileage in getting Mohbad justice. Are we going to continue to lose mileage? Is this going to drag for 2-3 years? Now, I'm not asking you to join African Television Foundation for Justice. You want to do that, that's at your own will. We've never stopped. We're not stopping. We have members every day. We have cases coming in every day to help. And we're not jumping on all of them. And we're screening where we want to be and how we want to be. And with the movement for justice for Mohbad, like I told Baba Mohbad in the beginning of our relationship, I will defend the movement with my life. And I repeat again, with my life. Because I love Nigeria and I want Nigeria to be free from corruption, police brutality, authoritarianism by so-called elites or people in power, or the so-called people you call they. They did it. They did that. They. Who's the they? The day has no 2 heads, no 4 legs. As long as you walk on 2 feet, like me, you cannot suppress freedom of expression in Nigeria or bully anybody. That's where I'm in the movement. That's why I came in. So, again, we're not out of the movement. For those who are throwing narratives like because we're not always coming out to talk. You don't talk when there's nothing to talk. Don't expect me to come and start ranting when there's nothing to rant about. You know, now the Arifa factor, we're trying to help to see where we can come in.
Africa TV, sir.
Yes.
Yes. What we are saying is that is the way forward. Where is this 70 no places?
Sorry, I'm outside. Go ahead.
This 70 factor, they are saying that it is not real. But Azam was asking that. Nobody said it was not there. It's something they say you can do it. That you can work without that 70. But now I'm hearing now that you say there's nothing like that.
Bound. Okay, let me answer you. And for you to get it, you have to go back to the MOU. There is a clause, a percentage in the MOU. It was not 70-30. The clause is that we would give the Aloba family a percentage of anything that we earn from the museum or from any activities that has Mohbad's name. Let's say, for instance, for example, I'm giving you an example.
I understand that one. What is the percentage?
The percentage, I don't need to quote that so people don't start flying around again. You know, just understand.
No, Africa TV, you already said that it is not people. So that people will, clean their conscience and will not wait to move forward.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay, let you know what? I like your spirit. The whole idea was we were going to build a museum in Ikorodu, name a street after Mohbad. African TV was going to fund the entire project. We were going to raise money. The museum may cost us 30 million or 20 million. Baba Mohbad doesn't have a dime that I need. So we're not expecting money from him.
African TV, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Can you hold on? Let me answer the lady.
No. Just hold on right there. Hold on right there. No, please, hold on. Hold on. I came up because of this. Hold on. We have gone past beyond 70-30. Let's just drop this and move on to the way forward. Stop bringing us back. Thank you.
Okay, sir.
Okay, thank you, Kay. No, hold on. Let me respond to Kay.
Now, you want to correct that impression so that we can move forward. That was what we are trying to do, sir.
Thank you, Kay.
We have done this all over 7 months. We don't need to go back to it.
Kay,
we've done it over and over and over.
You've made your point.
Don't bring us back.
Don't turn it to an argument. You've made a good point. Don't turn it to an argument. You've made a good point.
Please just allow him to talk. We are all listening to him. Just allow him.
Allow him.
Now, Kay, if you don't know your history, you may not know where you're going. Some people don't know the genesis of 70-30. They picked it up along the road and they started branding African TV only, blah, 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 which led some good people to leave the foundation. All those accusations and attacks made some good-hearted, pure, innocent people to say, I don't know what I'm getting into. So if we don't clear it for those who don't know the truth, they may live another 50 years believing that lie. So I hope I've made that point. Now, the whole idea was building a museum, naming a street, doing things in the memory of Mohbad to keep the name alive like they do in America with Elvis Presley, Michael Jackson. And if you go to Graceland and you pay $5 to enter Graceland, or Neverland of Michael Jackson. The authorities involved have a percentage royalties that goes to the family of Michael Jackson. That was what we were doing for Baba Mo, the family of Mohbad. We're going to create a museum, name a street, do XYZ, and if we do it, even if it's 1,000 naira we get, you were going to get 25% of that 1,000 naira. That's what a lot of people took and started. Actually, the 70-30 story came out from Baba Mohbad's mouth during a mediation that we had, that it was Latisneh, the music guy, that told him 70-30. But somehow, Lekon, one of Latisneh's group, and Omo Success, they took it and smeared it around African TV like African TV was trying to take Baba's 70-30. Baba has nothing that I need. Sorry, except to help him and help his son. Now, the way forward, guys. Muiwa disbanded the so-called Baba team, which on Paprano you've heard me say children, they don't know the legal. Now, sometimes I come out condescending when I talk, because when you know, you know, and when you don't, you don't. And for those who know, sometimes we don't tolerate some nuances. When we feel like you're in a place where you're not supposed to be, we have to call a spade a spade. These people that are guiding Baba, they now came yesterday and said, no more group, no more group. Okay, no more group. Are you saying the African Television Group or Ada Universe Group or Lady Iris Group? No, your own group. You disbanded your management team and your structural team, which linguistically is the same to me. But however you divide that is up to you. If you disband your group, you have now asked the public to give you funds. And those funds are coming in as we speak now. Those people that you have disbanded and you've chased away, they played a role in raising those funds. How
Please,
are you going to be accountable to them?
Please, sir, try and round up.
My brother, I don't ever round up. You tell me if you want to talk. Go ahead and talk. Talk. Go ahead. I'll give you the floor.
I want to ask you a question, sir. What has your foundation done for justice for Mohbad with fact?
Okay. First, I know you don't sound like you're new in the movement, but I'll tell you, our cry for DNA from day one till tomorrow is keeping the movement alive. That is the strongest factor that I can tell you is on the table. All the other factors I'm not privy to discuss here because we haven't gotten justice yet. So you can hold on to the DNA factor that, okay, if African TV did not cry, we have a reward to raise 50 million for whoever gives us authentic information. That's out there. I flew from abroad to Nigeria and went to the courtroom the same day. So, I mean, I can begin to name small factors and you're going to either brush them off or see them as credible. But I'm a man still in Nigeria, flew in for this movement, still working on the movement. Been to the courthouse.
African TV, sorry sir, we are looking for a way forward, and we are, as a people, we are looking for alternative to see who his foundation can drive us forward. Okay, why are you see me asking you this question is for you to prove to us that, oh, you are capable of doing this job, okay? Like, for instance, we see one which has already hired a son. That shows that this person is serious about justice for Mohbad, and he or she needs to be supported. Now, to your own foundation, who has been on ground also, because I'm not new to this case, right from time, then after some time, there are some issues that make you to back out. Now, what are you? We need facts. Just tell us, if you say DNA, has the DNA been done? What are your contribution on the DNA? Did you pay for the DNA? Are there results on the DNA? These are some of the things we need to know.
Well, Pet, you know, it's not good to ask questions just because you want to ask. The world knows DNA is not done yet. DNA was arranged back in September. I have a company waiting since September in UK, US, Belgium. The same company with branches in 3 nations waiting for the sample of the baby Liam. Is that an accomplishment? Negotiations with foreign companies to get this DNA done. If that is not an accomplishment, then I don't know what is. Making noise about the DNA and people jumping on the bandwagon, if that's not an accomplishment, I don't know what is. And again, I don't want to be proud. Don't think that I'm doing a job interview for you to get African TV involved. No.
African TV. African TV.
Yeah.
Let me quickly support you. Me, and at the time African TV didn't introduce justice, it wasn't took time, it was not allowed to really work. Because it was, Baba was working with a particular lawyer. Like African TV, please kindly move, sir. That place is so much.
I'm trying to mute, sorry, but my screen for some reason is not showing me the mute option, which for some reason it's not letting me, you know, and everything is blank.
Was having a lawyer at that time, which Africa TV, along with the lawyer, was working called the whole thing. And Africa TV has first told you now that they put some amount of money out there that whosoever can give them proper evidence get that news. This has also some new news. But he was not allowed to do those things. He was not given a chance before the whole thing went great things. You know, I'm not trying to like say Africa TV is perfect. He also has some mistakes that he made. After when he was being denounced, like she didn't take on that thing, he went about trying to put Baba on that carpet, which so many people doesn't find so. But the thing is that he has the justice good at heart. That's I can so certain. And I'm very I can't trust him. But in a moment when he knows about his things, you know that he's not ready to compromise with anything. He's ready to spend, and that is it. He might take some steps that we might not like. We can sit together and sit and like, okay, this step is not good. But he has made a good move so far. He has made so many good moves. So many good moves. He was the first, I mean, if I'm not mistaken, maybe second or third person that cries out that if Wunmi can do DNA, he's going to give Wunmi 10 million naira. That he would even sponsor the doing of the DNA. He was
JC, sorry.
Okay.
I do not want us to be moved by sentiment.
It's not sentiment.
Hold on, sorry, please. I do not want to see what we are fighting for is for the people, is for we to have our freedom, is for we to have our right, okay? We are fighting for justice. What has happened to this guy, we don't like it and we don't want it to repeat itself again, okay? Hold on, sorry. Please, don't let me lose my thoughts, please. See,
no long talk.
Please, look, whoever that can get this job done is whom the people want. We cannot just be sitting and be hearing sweet words. We are asking sensitive questions, okay? And we need sensitive answers, a good answer, real answers, honesty answers. Okay, that you like African TV. Me, I'm ready. The people work with him if he's good to go. Okay, I don't support anybody. I am working based on what I've seen. Okay, for the other you see me talking about is because I've seen some of our moves. Hiring a son, is he a day job? It's not a day job. And
Ada
has gotten a son, and the son is working. The son has been going to the inquest. Okay, they have been working. All right, that is an achievement. Okay, that a sign of achievement that yes, we are on it for justice. Okay, not to someone who feel offended because they talked about 70-30 and just withdraw. And coming against every other thing anyone or the people are doing for justice.
Sorry. Is
Okay.
Ada's achievement inquest?
You said?
Is Ada achievement going to inquest?
Yeah.
No, the process we are now.
But
is
just
the process.
to make it short, I mean, About African TV himself was in the inquest with his lawyer.
Fine. So now, if the two, this is where I even want to.
So if that is an achievement, then give it to him. I just want to
If the
think that.
two, if we see these people, they are capable. Let the people fund them.
And they were the one who convinced the judge to go check the body, all of those stuff. I mean, around November or so.
Exactly.
See, this case is just a big case that can take several sands. I've been saying it several times. It's just that the Muyiwa
No, we are
group
saying that we want
confined-
a body like a Geo. You are presenting Ada, and you are asking Africa question that what are the things that he has done.
Do you know that two NGOs can come together and fight this case? Do you know? Even four. Do you know?
You are just going back, but initially you were like, hey, they should go for this person. I'm not. If even though it's 10, that is not my problem. But you're saying that this person is superior to this person.
Hold on. The person is here. I asked him question and he's not giving us answers where you are helping him. And I now said, let's not be sentiment. Let him speak. And he's speaking. And I said, look, at this point, what we need is who can drive us. We need that driving force.
Hello, guys.
We need who can deliver.
Why do we keep going back over this African TV of a thing? The man has his peace. Let him have his peace. Leave African TV alone. He doesn't need to be bothered by what is going on. They have already cancelled whatever they had, and it's a bygone. Stop bringing it back. We keep moving around in circle over the same issue that doesn't
Why
lead
we
us.
brought him, sorry, brother, why we brought him is
Don't go back there. Don't go back
if
there.
he can continue.
Don't go back there. Don't go back there.
Okay, you don't
stop
want
it right
him to
there.
come back.
Just stop it right there. It's a forgotten issue. Don't bring that story up again. We need a way forward. Stop taking us back to a stalemate. Okay?
Mr. Kayode, but the way
No, what I
forward
want to
we are
get
we are
from you,
saying
Mr.
that
K, is
we need
you
a
don't
management-
want African TV
No, Peter, don't
involvement
speak with
again.
mouth, please. Mr. Kayode, what we are saying is that we need an NGO that can undo Baba with all this thing. You understand? That's what brought about suggesting African.
Do you know?
Ada.
It is because everybody want to have a bragging right over Joseph Aloba. That is why we have the problem we're having today. Joseph Aloba is not going to be the one prosecuting this case in court. It is the state against whoever is involved. So, foundation, people around him, everybody around him need to leave this man alone. They need to let this man be and take a decision of his own. Not people trying to twist his brain. A will say this, B will say this, D will say this, and thereby complicated issue for us. We don't need nobody around him. Goretsi, Muyiwa, everybody need to leave that man alone. Foundation or no foundation, let everybody stay on their lane and leave him alone. African TV, I will say.
Understand them. My understanding was if Mr. Muyiwa
Because
approved.
you don't have the full information, ma. You know you met
Let me
that
finish my own and then you will say your own now. Hey, they cut me off now.
You have the floor, Madam Desola, please.
Yeah, so my understanding, like I said, Mr. Muyiwa gave the approval for the structure group. Bishemi Moboshe come about. That's all I know. Now, Adeberes and deliberate law. So we now said it instead of that one, instead of group here, Boshe, so let's all come together. And we suggested from structure, okay, let's meet with the management team, which is Ngozi, Andy, and Adewale, and we volunteered to go. So they picked a few of us to go and have a meeting with them. When we got there, in all fairness, Mr. Adewale, which is the chairman, he welcomed us, and we spoke, we were talking. Crunch Queen was cold. I don't know why. She didn't, her responses were very sharp. She didn't want to, she didn't want to communicate. So they now said, okay, the people on the GoFundMe are board of trustees because their names are on there, which is Buki, Mr. Muyiwa, Baba Mohbad, and Lighton. Mr. Adewale now said they needed that we should come up with 9 other people who will be a part of the who will form the management team, who will form the team as a whole. You understand? So he said we should bring people from structure. They will put people down from the management team. Now, Crunch Queen was the first to say she can't do anything behind the rest of her team. The next person that spoke was Rhymes Whispers, and she said the same thing too. So we were supposed to meet on Sunday at 3 p.m. When that time came, we now told Mr. Muyiwa, what's going on? The meeting, Toyeka meet Pelu, Adewale Nko, only for Mr. Muyiwa to go into the team, to go into the management team group, and there was a message in there which I will read here. There was a message that was left in that group, the management group, for Mr. Muyiwa, and it said, Justice for Mohbad Movement. Attention, Muyiwa. At our emergency meeting held today, we members of the Justice for Mohbad Movement humbly declare that we do not wish to join or merge with any group. Hence, no further meeting will be accommodated. Let me repeat that. At our emergency meeting held today, we members of the Justice for Mohbad Movement humbly declared that we do not wish to join or merge with any group. Hence, no further meeting will be accommodated. Mr. Muyiwa now responded that, please, when did the meeting hold? Mr. Muyiwa is in the, the whatever group that was. They held a meeting behind his back. So with that, he said, when did the meeting hold today?
Ma'am Detola, just speak for yourself.
Let me finish. Because
I know what you are talking about. I will talk over that, please. Thank you.
Let me finish. I'm reading what was written in the management. Is in black and white here. I can forward it to York if he wants to see it. I'm going by what was written in the group. It says they do not wish to join or merge with any group. Henceforth, no further meeting will be accommodated. And he said, when did the meeting hold today that I am not aware of? Meaning there was a meeting before that meeting. That does not concern me. Now, we now made another call yesterday within the group that, okay, this is what Arifa said. Arifa said we should plead on his behalf. Arifa's lawyer is doing what they're doing. But it is what your lawyer wants that you will want with him. I mean, it is what your client wants. That's my understanding, that you will want with him. So we thought amongst ourselves within the structure, okay, Ejeka Jade, use our platforms to say, we are not begging. And I think people are not understanding it. The intention was not to beg that justice for Mohbad should not go ahead or we should not say things. It is just so Arifa kó lè jáde nù bí tó wà. Òun ló dọ̀yọ̀ ló tọ̀yọ̀ bọ̀ ló mọ nǹkan tó rí. That he insisted we should please. The wife called me, left a message for me. Mr. Andy, ó ní nǹkan tí ìyàwó Arifa sọ nípa yín. I will leave that for now. But say
it. Don't hide anything.
I'm not hiding anything. I don't hide anything. You see me reading. She told me.
No, let us say it.
No, Mr. Andy, mommy, Ejoma, Emma Benuma, no ma, Emma Benuma.
Let us say it.
No, Mr. Andy. No, Mr. Andy. Mommy, Detolama. Ejoma, mo fi hu ati omodin lenu ma. Emma Benuma. Emma Benuma.
York daddy, mo ti gbọ́ ish talk. York daddy. So We came out. It's not about Owo, Mr. Andy, so don't go that route. So we came out. Lady Rhines was the first. We went there. We went to apologize. Not that anybody should not talk about. We know that some things is definitely not right with this. But I went as far as explaining that it is only Arifa that is locked up in a room, in a cell, with no light, 2 windows, cross ventilation. So no amount of grammar that I want to talk, it won't get him out of there. People are against it. I personally am not happy that we have to come out and do this, but it is what Arifa wanted. And we went on Ryan's platform. We went on Blinks. They were supposed to come on my platform next to do the apology on behalf of Arifa. Don't get me wrong, not on behalf of Justice for Mohbad. It's for Arifa to gain his freedom. That was the reason. Now, something just told me that let me call Mr. Muyiwa. When I called Mr. Muyiwa, I said, we've called you today. Severally, your phone rang. You did not pick it. Maybe you were busy.